Hi, thanks for stopping by. Hey, I'm really glad that you downloaded this chart that I put together for you. Actually, I put it together for me, and I'm going to share it with you. My guess is that you're probably trying to figure out what platform is the right one for you. Make sure you check your spam box, just in case it might have ended up in there. And if for some reason you didn't get it, if you didn't get an email with a link to a spreadsheet, then right down here there should be a contact box, and shoot me a note. Let me know. Shoot me a note anyway. Tell me what you think of it. If you have any questions, whatever, I'd love to hear from you. The second reason I wanted to do this little video is to go over this. It's a little confusing, but before I do that, I want to tell you about the end of this video. I have a very special offer for you. It's going to be down there as well, kind of above the little box there. And yeah, stick around. You're really going to like this. I did this especially just for you. So so stick with me here. And hopefully this is going to help you understand sort of the chart. So bear with me as I flip screens. All right, let's see here. Share my screen. Okay, here we go. Yay! All right, now we can see it. Cool. All right, so in this chart, I did Wix, Weebly, GoDaddy, Squarespace, StartR.websites, and WordPress.org. The very top line also describes right here the different plans that like Wix has. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, they have 5 different plans that starting at $5 going up to $25. So that's their monthly payment, goes all the way across. And the WordPress is obviously free. No setup fees. I didn't put in every single feature in here because if all of them either had the feature or didn't have the same feature, I just left it out because it's a wash. So I just put the features down here that were pretty important, I thought, from the entrepreneurs that I talked to, and put just those features in there. So yeah, so if you see it like broken up down to little boxes, it means that there's a different feature. So free domain in Wix, you don't get a free domain with their $5 account, but you get 1 year free domain with Wix, and then you pay $16 after that. So so take a look at it. The U means unlimited. The other thing that's important about this is to note the date. It's August 23rd right now, and when I did this originally, probably about 4 weeks ago, Wix had another option here of a 0, so you could have a free plan, and it doesn't exist anymore. So, or at least that I could find. They don't always make all of the features really easy and accessible to figure out where they all are. Sometimes they have the specifics of the feature once you pay and get into it. So, so I was able to kind of find as much as I possibly could. So, okay, so listen, you've probably heard of Wix, Weebly, GoDaddy, Squarespace. These are really popular, but my guess is that you have not heard of StartR.websites. And that was the other reason why I wanted to do this quick video, is to tell you a little bit about these StartR.websites, because this is the whole reason why I did this comparison chart. There wasn't a solution for folks that were really busy. There wasn't an in-between the do-it-yourself and the custom websites. That wasn't existing. At least I couldn't find one. So I wanted to see what was out there in the market. So this is why I did the comparison chart. And hey, let me get back here so we can say hi here. Oh, okay, there, hi. So let me tell you how these StartR.websites came up. I had a couple clients that were really frustrated with deciding on what platforms, and they were frustrated with their websites. And I was as frustrated as they were because I couldn't help them. And the first lady called me, and she she was super busy, really successful entrepreneur, but she wanted a website in like, I don't know, 3 or 5 days, something that was, you just can't do a custom website in that amount of time. There's just no way. I mean, that's the whole purpose of a custom website, right? Is that it's all customized to you. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes to make that tailored just for you. So that I couldn't help her. She was certainly a very intelligent lady. She probably could have figured out how to use a Wix or a Weebly site, but she valued her time. And I think it's a really important piece here to understand that she really understands the value of her time. And in just a few minutes here, I'm going to show you the value of your time and how you can't discount that. And especially when you're trying to make decisions about, which platform do you go with, the $25 one, the $8 one, we'll take a look at that. But my second client, she, adorable lady, and she had a website on another platform that I didn't even put up there because it was so small. And she was frustrated because she called herself non-techie. And so she wanted my help to figure something out that she couldn't figure out. And I just didn't know that platform enough. And she couldn't pay me to, she was a startup. And so she was just learning, just getting things started. And so she couldn't pay me to sort of figure it out for her. So she asked about moving her website over to WordPress, and great idea. The problem is that with these platforms, you can't move your data. Once your data is on there, you can't just zip it up and change it over. You've got to pretty much start from scratch. Now, what I don't know, I'm pretty sure I don't know, maybe you can, is they might have an export function. I didn't get that deep into it, but regardless, it's not that easy. And that's going to be important as I describe these StartR websites. So, I was really frustrated. Neither one of them I could help. There wasn't a solution out there. So that's when I began my research and tried to find the tweener, right? It's the do-it-yourself, or the custom website for do-it-yourself prices. And so that's how I came up with StartR.websites. So let me, I'm going to share my screen here again. Bear with me. All right, let's take a look at StartR websites. Okay, you're about to see my notes really quick here, but I'll switch over. Okay, I have to have notes or else I forget what I had to say here. All right, here's a StartR website. So here it is. We build websites at DIY prices. This is the tweener solution. The biggest difference between this, and I want you to check that out on the spreadsheet, is when you talk about professional setup and editing and changes, that's fully managed for you. And I'm doing the work for you because I value your time probably as much as I value my time. So I want to make sure that we can get you taken care of. The other cool thing about this is it launches I guarantee that it launches in 5 business days. Now the clock starts on me once I get your content. So once I get your copy and your images and all that, then the clock starts on me. But I guarantee it in 5 days, maybe sooner, but I only guarantee 5 business days. So that's kind of cool. All right, here's the difference between the do-it-yourselves and the custom website. So like I said, I'm doing this for you. Keeps you focused on your business. It's great for the non-technical. It's also really good for the non-design folks out there because these are professionally designed. I designed these myself. And just because you can throw up some pink onto your website does not make it a pretty good website. There's a lot more that goes into there. My specialty is user experience. So I use that skill set to develop all of these. These demonstrations, these websites are geared to convert your visitors. That means that when they come to your website, there's going to be a purpose for them. You're going to have some sort of action that you want them to take so they're engaged and stay longer and understand what you do for your business. All right, enough of that. You have control of your domain. I don't even think that's the case anymore with these guys, with the other web platforms. And like that other client that I had that couldn't move her website over, the starter websites are built on the WordPress platform. So at any time, you can convert that and upgrade your website to a custom site. So if you want to start offering learning management systems, or you want to sell a certification program or something, we can convert that at any point. No loss of data. Everything stays. If you want to keep your branding, you want to keep the same sort of look and feel, we can easily add to that. Not a problem. Super easy. So that's kind of cool. Custom websites. Here's where this is a little different. It's obviously much more affordable. It launches in 5 days. I already told you about that. Hosting's included, and so is security. With WordPress websites, you really have to be on top of keeping updated, all of the plugins updated, your theme, WordPress, and that's where some of the vulnerabilities lie, where you become vulnerable to getting hacked. And that's valuable. So the hosting, I have badass hosting. I swear, I love my hosting company. So I'm doing that for you. You don't have to deal with it. There's something going on that the site goes down. That's all taken care of. You. That's my problem, not yours. So custom websites, free stock photos that I put in there because, you need photos. So that's the starter website. There's one more piece here, or there's 2 more pieces actually. So the way it also works is you get, so there's the base, right? The starter is just your base. And that's really robust. So that has a lot to offer. But then you can add different features, like if you want a shopping cart, or you want to add some like video backgrounds different from, like if you want to add a video, you can add that, not a problem. A calendar of events, things like that. So, and this list is going to grow. This is just where we're starting, and we're going to grow this list. So certainly if you have an idea about an ad, like drop it and look here. So that's cool. You can add those, and so that helps you sort of manage the pricing on that as well. So here, the other piece of this is, again, this is a fully managed website. And I've recently heard some folks sort of get really kind of grumpy about having access to the edits of the site and being able to edit yourself. And I dug down a little deeper, did some research with some folks, and what the real issue was, the cost of it, the cost that it would was for the developer to go in there and make the changes, and the slow response time. And those were 2 things that I could help with. So all starter websites come with 1 small change a month. So a small change could be you want to change out an image, or you want to change a date, or you want to change a little bit of text, or it's 1 small change. I handle that for you for free. You can jump on the website and see what exactly small changes are. So I've got a whole chart of what some of those are. So take a look at that. But what I've done, because again, this is all about managing. This is about managing your time and getting out, staying in your wheelhouse, staying in your lane, turning over pieces of your business that won't waste your time. So I've packaged these changes into 3 groups. So there's 4 small changes, 24 small changes, or 40 small changes. So obviously the more changes, the price gets a little cheaper. But the key to this is that they're redeemable for 6 months. So if you don't need anything done for the first month or the second month, then you can use them all on the 4th month, or use them all on the 6th month, whatever it is. So, so it makes it so much easier. And remember, it also comes with 1 more. So it would be a total of 5, really. So, and 25 and 1. So don't discount this, and don't, like I said, I've heard some passion about that. It's getting frustrated, but we make these changes for you. We ask for 24 hours so that we can fit you into this schedule. If we can get it to it sooner, we certainly will. We don't want to sit on any of these changes, but we just have to make sure that we balance all of our clients and get to all of these changes. So we do ask for at least 24 hours in advance. So, but let's take a look at something here, because here is a point that, again, that I really want to make about your time. And because the bottom line is the numbers don't lie. And I did this little calculator that is going to show you the value of your time. And when you're making the decisions of whether you're going to go with Wix or Weebly or WordPress or StartR.websit, whatever your decision is, you want to incorporate and you want to include your time. So let me show you this little calculator. Bear with me. I'm going to share my screen one more time. Okay. Oops, your screen. There we go. There we go. All right, so check this out. So in the DIY realm here, generally your costs are going to be for 2 years, $600. And that's a good price. That's a really reasonable price. And just for this argument's sake, most of these come with add-ons, free and paid. We're going to say, just for argument's sake, that you're not going to put any add-ons. That you're going to go just basic website, nothing fancy. So your total investment is going to be $600. Here's where it gets interesting. The setup. How long is it going to get you? How long is it going to take you to set up? About a couple weeks ago, I did a survey with several entrepreneurs that did their website, that did a do-it-yourself website. And I asked them how long it took them to build their website. I got answers ranging from anywhere from 2 days to over 14 days. So for this purpose, I thought we'll put it, let's say 7 days. I think that's pretty reasonable. And, obviously you're not going to be working on it 8 hours a day. I think it's reasonable to think that you could work on it 6 hours. So that's where I came up with 42 hours. So this is the time. It's going to take you 42 hours on average to set this up. Now, this could be higher or lower depending on your situation. So this number, see if it makes sense for you. The other piece is content. It's obviously the reason why you have a website. It's website is there. The placeholder is a place to put your content. So you're going to have to take a look at writing content. Now, it takes professional copywriters anywhere from 2 hours to 4 hours to write up to 500 words. So let's say it's going to take you and me 4 hours. I know for a fact that it can take me longer than that, but let's just for argument's sake say it's going to take 4 hours. And you've got about 4 pages that you're going to have to write content for. So that's another 16 hours of work that you're going to have to do on your website. The other piece that's not always incorporated into this is the support. So, unless you know how to change your DNS records, you're going to have to call your registrar and get some help with that. You have to sit online. You're going to have to Google, how do you do this? And get into your groups, whatever it is. I think it's reasonable to have about expect about 2 hours of support that you're going to need. So that's a total of 60 hours that you're investing into your website. So your hourly rate, what's your hourly rate? Maybe it is $10. Let's say it's $50 is your hourly rate. That's pretty reasonable across the board. So you've got $3,000 invested already into this website and a total of $3,600. So that $600 website is now $3,600. Let's take a look at the StartR website. Now, the StartR website is $89 a month for a 2-year agreement, and that's for a pay everything up front. So it's about $2,100 for 2 years. Now, for argument's sake, let's say you're going to add some of our copywriting services. You're going to have our copywriters write your content. And let's say you bought 4 small changes that last for 6 months. So let's say there's a few things that you wanted changed on it and you buy all that. So that's another $500. So we're looking at about $2,600 an investment. So your setup, obviously there's no setup. Writing content, I'm going to say to be reasonable that, and we have to interview you for your, your services and all that. So you are going to have to invest about 2 hours of your time to do that. So we're looking at a total of 2 hours at $50 an hour. We have $100 invested in time. So now we're looking at $2,700 versus $3,600. That's an $864 difference. It's pretty reasonable, or that's a pretty significant difference. But what's more important to look at is the hours that you've saved. That's 58 hours. What do you do with 58 hours? What can you do? Can you spend time with your family? What about your opportunity costs? For 58 hours, where could you be generating money? Could you be networking? Could you be writing more content? Could you turn those 58 hours into 5 million? Those are opportunity costs that aren't always calculated there. Listen, your hour. This is your time. This is why we became entrepreneurs, so that we could have control over our own time. So take it back. Take back your time. Listen, I think I showed you the number. This is how StartR.websites work. I wanted to go briefly into this a little bit more because in that chart it doesn't specifically show all of those pieces, but I think it was important. And whatever decision you make, whatever platform you pick, incorporate the time. Make sure that you understand the value of your time and incorporate that. So, listen, it would be great to work with you. I would love it. But promise, here's the offer. Take a look at it. I think this is something that is going to be really, really valuable. Take advantage of it. The bad part is it goes away. This offer is a one-time deal. Close the screen. It's gone forever. So, click now. Take advantage of it. Chances are you're going to need the password to be able to access it. So make sure that you copy that password. Take advantage of it. I would love it. I would love it if we work together. If we don't, that's okay too. Feel free to give me a call, contact me if you've got some other questions. I've got clients digging in already. Help. I'd love it. Let's work together. Let's do this thing. If we don't, hopefully we'll be somewhere else. Good luck. Have fun with your business. Bye.